Hi everyone, in this video we are going to be talking about equivalent units of area measure. So if we're measuring in like square feet, maybe I want to convert it because what I'm buying is measured in square inches or square yards, whatever the measurements happen to be. So I'm going to first of all just kind of help illustrate where some of these numbers are coming from. So I'm going to imagine that I've drawn a square yard. A square yard is 1 yard by 1 yard. So this is my 1 square yard. I can also remember that a yard is 3 feet. So I'm going to draw my 3 feet here. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do it along this side as well. So now I have my 3 feet here by 3 feet. I'm going to kind of draw these up. This one's kind of easier to count, and I'll see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 square feet. So we have these conversion facts, and so the thing to remember is, and this 9 actually comes from 3 times 3. So our 3 feet per yard times our 3 feet per yard. We could do this as well for feet and inches. I'm not going to draw all of them, so if this was 1 foot here and 1 foot here, if I wanted to change it into inches, we'd have 12 inches by 12 inches. So 1 square foot is equal to 12 times 12, or 144 square inches. And there is a table in the textbook, so in your ebook, mine happens to be on page 176, but I may have a older version. There's a whole bunch of these facts. So I'm going to remind us that we did conversions of linear, like square feet or feet and inches, using a conversion fraction. We can do the same thing here. So I'm only going to go through a couple and a couple examples because it is techniques that we've done. It's just using different values. So I do want to remind you, square centimeter, if you're going to millimeters, we're going to be that 10 times 10. That's where that 100 is coming in, because there's 10 millimeters in a centimeter. If you're going from centimeters to meters, remember there's 100 centimeters in a meter, so that 100 times the 100, that's going to give us this 10,000, I think 4 zeros. So the 2 from each of the hundreds. And you could go further if you wanted to the kilometers and so forth. But again, here's a bunch of conversion fractions or conversion facts that will turn into conversion fractions. So let's just do a couple to remind us how we did this. And let's say I have something that is like 385 square yards, and for whatever reason I want to convert it into square feet for whatever reason. So remember the conversion fractions that we did. We turned this into a fraction, and then what we wanted to do was get rid of the square yards, so that's going to be putting our square yards in the bottom, and we want to turn it into square feet. And I do have a conversion that goes from square yards to square feet, so I can do this in one step. If I didn't, say if I were going to square inches, I'd have to go to square feet and then from square feet to square inches. Now square yards to square feet, there are 9 square feet in 1 square yard. So I'm going to be multiplying that 385 times the 9. And that's where the calculator comes into play. Although I could do it longhand if I wanted to. I get 3,465 square feet. We could also do one for, let's just go 15 square inches. and I want to convert it to square centimeters. All right, so this is where I'm going to look on my wonderful table to find that I do have lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of different versions, but I see that a square inch is 6.4516 square centimeters. And there I kind of use both forms. This 6.2516 comes from that 2.54 times the 2.54. There is another one going the other direction, but I'm going to use this one because this is the most commonly used one. So my square inches is on top. I want to get rid of it, putting it in the bottom. My square centimeters is going to be on top. 1 square inch is 6.4516 square centimeters. So I'm going to be taking that 15 times that piece, 6.4516, and I come up with 96.774 square centimeters. So again, we've seen this process before with these conversion fractions. We're just going to have different numbers that we're going to have to be using. So I'm pretty sure that since we've done this before, I'm just bringing back some old memories. So hopefully this is enough to remind you of those things that we did in the past that we can now use once again. Good luck.